Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning, y'all.
We are back on the road. That's right, we are somewhere in the middle of Minnesota, headed south.
If you guys did happen to catch our last video, we took you guys all over Minneapolis. We actually kind of fell in love with the city. We had a ton of fun, saw all kinds of quirky architecture. We ate some really delicious food. So if you missed that video, we'll link to it on the screen and in the description and all that good stuff. But definitely highly recommend checking it out, and highly recommend Minneapolis.
Oh yeah, it is a very cool city. Easily could have spent many more days there.
Yeah, but sadly, we had to leave, or at least we decided to leave.
Our original plan was to keep on going north and do more of northern Minnesota, which eventually we will do. But as you know, we had some car trouble down in Iowa, which set us back quite a bit. So last night we were having a beer and talking about our route, and we decided to do the complete opposite of everything we thought we were going to do and just drive down to Texas.
Yeah, we're going to go from north up in Minnesota and then all the way down to the south to the southernmost state, one of the southernmost states. We're going to traverse the entire U.S. is what I'm trying to say.
Yo, we might be crazy. I don't know. But it wouldn't be an endless adventure if we didn't change our plans totally in the middle of an adventure.
We actually needed to go back to Missouri for a family function anyway, and obviously I told you guys how I want to see my family as much as I can over the coming months. So we decided we're just going to book it down to Missouri. We thought about parking the trailer and then coming back to Minnesota, but we like that if we bring the trailer, we have a place to stay. We don't have to put anybody out, because you guys know that we're kind of getting tired of doing that. But there's a particular reason why we are heading back down to Texas. Some of you guys might be able to guess what it is. And we're going to fill you guys in on that a little bit later, but for now, we are just going to hit the road and try to cover as much ground as we can, because we're trying to get back to Missouri as quick as possible.
Yeah, we gotta be there by tomorrow, and it's like an 11-hour drive. So we'll see how we do.
We've decided it's a Nirvana type of road trip. Trouble is, we actually can't cut to a Nirvana song. That'd be great, but that won't work, will it?
You'll just have to play it for yourselves at home.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Looks a little different than I remember it though. A lot of cornfields as far as the eye can see.
That's because we're lying to you all. We're still in Minnesota.
Yeah, Austin, Minnesota. Who knew?
Minnesota.
We actually found out that there is a museum in the downtown area that is dedicated to a very underrated meat. Or maybe overrated, I don't know, depending on where you fall on the spectrum, but let's go check it out. You're officially 20 Spam cans tall.
I've always wondered this my entire life.
And now you know, finally.
Cans of Spam am I? That's right, we made a pit stop at the Spam Museum.
Because why the heck not?
Why the heck not? I just saw a billboard while Eric was sleeping, and I was like, oh, we're going here.
I woke up and she was like, we're going to the Spam Museum. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. This is one thing we love about road trip in the US is just making stupid, quirky stops like this.
Apparently, Spam was invented right here in Austin, Minnesota by the Hormel family, which packages the Spam. So if you're not familiar with it, Spam is basically canned ham that's spiced, and the rumor is that's how it became Spam, spiced ham.
I had no idea.
Spam.
I wonder if that's true.
But as you can see, and what I did not realize is there are many different types of Spam. They have, I think, over 10 different flavors.
Yeah, we got teriyaki, bacon, we got hickory smoked Portuguese sausage. You can find any kind of Spam your heart desires, which for me is no kind of Spam, unfortunately. It is good when it's fried though, I'll give them that. Now the tough decision, we have to leave with a can of Spam. Apparently they have 10 flavors. Which one are you leaning towards?
One of each, obviously.
Get real.
I'm gonna try this one. I have never heard of this flavor. It sounds interesting, sweet and savory.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Y'all, we decided to keep the goofy roadside attraction theme going for this video. This is Iowa's largest frying pan.
Hope there's not one bigger, because I don't understand why there's even one this big.
So Brandon, Iowa is a very, very small town, and I think this is like, you know, they're trying to get people off the main road to come to the town.
While a 10-inch frying pan will hold 6 eggs, this will hold 528.
Did they actually fry something in this?
I don't know, I wonder.
I really want to. Imagine making scrambled eggs in this.
It would be enough for the entirety of Iowa. I think everybody in Iowa could eat out of this. That thing's really hot with the sun behind it. Almost cooked me up.
Well, that was cool. I think we saw everything Brandon has to offer,
Yeah.
so. See you later, Brandon. Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
Welcome to a beautiful day in Missouri. No, we
Wow.
might have a tornado brewing over there or something. I don't know. But last night we ended up just booking a little campsite last minute. The storm looks kind of bad. It's moving so fast. It's
But
crazy.
on the plus side, the wind has removed all the smoke from the air, so that's nice.
That's true. We never really told you guys why the heck we're heading down to Texas. If you guys remember, we keep hinting at looking at land, looking at houses, possibly purchasing something. We've actually looked in Colorado. We've looked at places in Tennessee. We've looked at some in Missouri.
We looked at some in California.
Yeah.
And we have extensively looked online in Texas.
But we've never seen it in person.
Yep. So we're gonna go to Texas and look at a handful of houses.
Yeah, I know you guys probably think we're just all over the map. Well, we are all over the map.
And so you're right. If you think that, you're right. I don't know. We're just crazy. But I think ultimately we always wanted to be in Texas. We were just trying to find something maybe cheaper in another state. But all roads just keep pointing back to Texas for us.
It's particularly hard for us because obviously we don't have a home. We're always mobile. We could get a house anywhere. We could get land anywhere. We could get it in a different country if we wanted to. So that makes it really hard to narrow it down. But ultimately we really love Texas and we want to go look at some places that we've had our eye on down there. So we're going to go do that.
Oh no!
My hat. Right in the fire pit. My hat landed in the fire pit, got some gunk on it. You know, my hat blew off my head like that once and went into an intersection and got run over. That's why it's so dirty. We're gonna hit the road. We'll see you there.
You guys know we love our little tape collection back there, but we only have so many cassettes and they get kind of old after a while. So to break things up, we've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately on Audible, and we just wanted to give them a huge thank you for supporting this channel and sponsoring this video.
We've actually been using Audible for over like a decade now, and in that time period we've listened to all kinds of awesome stories, and the one we're listening to right now is actually The Storyteller by Dave Grohl, and so far it's a super interesting listen. It's just full of all these incredible stories from his past, and we definitely recommend checking that one out. And another one I finished recently is Every Tool's a Hammer by Adam Savage, you know, the Mythbusters guy, which I was listening to back when we were building stuff, and it was a perfect thing to get me inspired every day.
New members can try Audible free for 30 days, and members can choose one title a month to keep from the entire catalog.
And you can do it all from the Audible app, so you can listen when you're working out. We like to listen when we're walking, and of course, while we're driving.
Text the code Endless Adventure to 500-500 to try Audible free for 30 days, or head to audible.com/endlessadventure. They have tons of titles across every genre, from self-help to science, business, whatever you're into. We actually have quite the queue building up. It's gonna take us a long time to get through it all, but luckily we have quite a few hours ahead of us.
That we do. So take us away, Mr. Grohl.
Woo! We made it to Missouri!
We did it.
We did it! The plan is to spend a little bit of time here to see my family. All my siblings are coming into town, and most importantly to hang out with Eric's mom. So it's gonna be a fun little weekend, and then we'll be off again.
Also, I can never get over how loud this truck is. It's insanely loud. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it's as loud as it seems.
It's really loud. When you're in it though, it's not so bad. It's got a good soundproofing, but outside
To everyone
of it,
outside, sorry.
sorry. Like when you go through drive-thrus, you literally have to turn it off.
Yeah. But I love it so much.
Yeah.
We are on the lookout for something that we hid in the depths of the house. It's this. Bet you guys never thought you'd see this again.
Oh my
Is
god.
it right side up? Yes. Ha-ha! You guys are probably wondering whatever happened to our 50-state road trip. Well, theoretically, it's still underway. You know, we've been knocking the states out. We just
Kind of.
didn't really go in the route that we originally planned, if you guys remember that. Not even close, actually. But so right now, we are here. We're gonna be going all the way down here to Texas. And then eventually, you guys know Clementine is way out here in La La Land. just minding her own business in an RV storage lot. Hopefully not filled with rats and all kinds of vermin. Man, it is going to be so satisfying to mark off all the states that we've been to. There's a lot of them, so we don't have time for it. We got to get on the road. We are late as heck, as usual. So let's do it. Yeehaw, y'all! Texas, here we come! Woo, hit dog! Was that even really a Texas accent? I don't know.
I apologize to everyone out there for what he's done.
A few years ago, we actually stayed on a ranch in Montana, and we had these hats custom fitted to our heads. But before we head down to Texas, we are actually going through Arkansas, and we're gonna make a cheeky little stop there because there is a cabin in Arkansas that we wanna take a little peek at. It's gonna be just absolutely mind-blowingly beautiful. It's gonna be like no cabin you've ever seen.
Fit for a king and a queen to live in.
It's actually a complete dump, you guys. A complete and utter fixer-upper, probably a terror downer, but we're really not sure if we want to buy, you know, a nicer place and just kind of renovate it, or just completely gut and remodel some old piece of crap. So we're gonna scope out this cabin on the way down. So we are heading down to Mountain View, Arkansas. The cabin's just about 10 minutes outside of the downtown area, and we're gonna stay there for the night. And then tomorrow morning, bright and early, we're gonna go see our potential future home.
I'm just realizing we were just in Mount Pleasant, and now we're going to Mountain View. We'll see how many mountains it has, because Mount Pleasant, because
Well, we made it to our cheeky little campsite for the night. You guys, we have made quite a mess of things. Look at this.
when we were at my dad's house, I took everything in and washed it, and we didn't have time to put it all back, so I just literally threw everything on the bed.
Yeah, you did.
As we scrambled to leave. Instead of relaxing tonight, we get to make our bed and put everything away.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, much better. This is seriously one of the most comfortable blankets that I've ever slept in.
It is confirmed, like sleeping in a cloud. I love it.
That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Well, that was the most we've had to scratch off at one time, but we found a sneaky little technique. We were using our credit cards.
Yeah, the ones that are like metal in there.
They worked
very well. Much better than doing it all with this.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been to so many, but we really haven't been, have we?
Yeah, there's still so many more. This is why we got to get back out to
no.
Clementine so we can...
The 50 states in a year thing is totally off the rails.
50 states in a lifetime.
In a lifetime. I like that. That's much more manageable.
That's more our style. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have a brand new episode of The Righteous Gemstones to watch.
Ooh,
Woohoo!
I love it.
Yeah, it's actually an awesome show.
So fun.
And go! I don't think anyone's home.
I'm just letting all the ghosts know that we're here.
She's literally terrified to even step foot in this
scared.
place. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I could see myself living here. A little piece of paradise.
It's actually got a really interesting floor plan. You'd have to do tons of work in here and open all this stuff up, and I mean, it's pretty large in here.
That's the real reason we came out here, because it had like this cool lofted area, tall ceilings, it looked like real wood floors, it had a fun layout, but I think...
A little too far gone for our first place, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, like...
probably. When you see something like this, you wonder if this was a house that someone was like trapped in, trying to get the heck out. I don't know.
I'm wondering if somebody was trying to get the heck in.
Oh yeah, look, there's scratch marks all over the place.
If these walls could talk, they'd say, "Help me! Oh my God!"
This window looks like it's dripping in blood. This is so creepy. Ooh.
Check out this floor in here, y'all. It started with linoleum, then they put plywood down, and then they covered it with more linoleum. It's giving me kind of flashbacks to Clementine.
Yeah. Wow, can you believe how deep down this linoleum is?
No.
There's probably something else underneath that, probably hardwood floors or something.
Time to check out the crawl space. Oh God. I think I've seen it enough.
You don't want to get deep in there,
No,
into the guts of the house?
Not at all.
So obviously this house is way too far gone for our first project. It's definitely more in the tear down territory than the rehab territory. But you know, the thing that we're finding is that when you look at these houses online, you can never get a clear picture of them because they're always low res. They selectively show you different angles of the house and you really have to go to it to really see how bad it is sometimes. We expected this to be pretty bad though. We were just, you know, we were on the way down to Texas and we figured, we might as well stop. You never know, just in case.
I hope that this means that the ones down in Texas will be good.
We have a lot nicer ones to look at down there.
Yeah.
They're not so much fixer-uppers. All right, but anyways, Texas, here we come.
Okay, fun pit stop.
Well, y'all, these fine people right over here just rolled down their window to get my attention, and they informed us that our door on our camper was apparently wide open. Oh man, I hope a bunch of stuff didn't go flying out of the RV.
My fish flops!
Your fish flops! Oh my
near
God.
the door.
Well, it's closed now. Maybe we hit a bump and it swung open. All right, well, nothing fell out. Huh. That's weird. That guy must have been pranking us or something. The door was hard locked.
I have no idea. Maybe it was open and then it just slammed itself shut and locked finally? We're pretty good about locking it and double checking because that's the one thing you don't want to happen. Any of your things to be open and go flying off. All right, well, I guess good luck to us then.
We switched seats. I'm gonna see if I can worm this thing back in there. It might be like a perfect fit. Luckily, I'm not at an RV park where there's a bunch of other guys watching me thinking that they can do a better job.
Just all of you on YouTube.
Yeah, so I guess a lot more people, but whatever. Woohoo! That is, as they say, like a glove.
That was just about perfect for this whole contraption.
My specialty. I do a lot better when there isn't a bunch of guys watching me, you know?
So confirmed, our door did fly open. There's a huge, almost gash in the door.
I don't know if you guys can see it. Point to it.
Right here.
Oh yeah, right there. There you go. First things first, we gotta get some tacos.
Oh my gosh.
This is our favorite thing about Texas. They have the best tacos. We pretty much eat them all day, every day until we get sick of them, which rarely happens.
But we are so happy to finally be back in Texas.
Yeah, we're actually Texas residents. I don't know if you guys know that, but we are.
Yeah, we are. So the plan down here is to go and look at some homes that have recently come on the market. And these awesome houses keep coming and going like that. So we finally decided to book it down here and see some before they are snatched away.
Yeah, and before we head back out to California.
Yes. And also, you guys remember my girlfriend Chelsea and her husband Brandon, they just had another little baby. So we're gonna go get all the baby snuggles. All right, but we have some really fun adventures coming up down in Texas before we're back to California, back to Clementine, back to doing the dang thing.
That's what you're ending with?
The dang thing. Goodbye,
That's
adventures.
about as good as anything you say, right?
They can't all be winners. Goodbye, adventures.
We'll see you on the road.